Hey guys, it's Stacy, and today I have a very exciting book talk for you guys, and that book talk is on Me Before You by JoJo Moyes. As I said in my wrap up, and I think I said it in my book haul as well, that there was going to be a book talk on this, and now there is. The first part of this book talk will be spoiler free if you have not read this book, but you want to know my spoiler free thoughts on it, but then the rest of it will have all the spoilers and stuff and what I thought about it and what I felt and how much I cried. And I will let you know when the spoilers are about to start, but let's get right on into this book talk. So Me Before You is about a girl named Louisa Clark who has a very ordinary life. She has a steady boyfriend, steady job, but then something happens and she takes a job she needs taking care of this man in a wheelchair named Will. Now, Will is, moody and bossy and sassy, and, most people treat him like they have kid clothes on, but Louisa refuses to treat Will like that. He's a human being. He's just in a wheelchair. There's no reason to treat him any differently than anybody else, and she does that. She takes a job as his, caregiver type thing, and suddenly she realizes that she cares a lot more for him than she thought. She cares about his happiness and how he's feeling, and this book is just an emotional roller coaster of ups and downs. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4.5 stars, I think. I'm pretty sure, because the first part of the book I didn't really care for it, and I don't really like Louisa's family, and that was a big part of why I did not really enjoy this book. The way they treated Louisa, I did not really care for, but JoJo Moyes has such a beautiful writing style. It is very gripping, even in the just information parts, just getting information about Louisa and her family and about what's going on and settings, and it's still very beautifully written, and you just really connect with Louisa in this book because she's ordinary like most of us, and she's just plain old girl living in a plain old city. And yeah, but then her world changes. She changes as a person when she meets Will for the better, and it's just so amazing. It is very heart gripping, and sometimes you'll be frustrated with the book, and other times you're laughing, then you're crying, and it's just amazing. And if you have not read it, please go read it. And the movie trailer is amazing. I have watched it a bajillion times, but I'm thinking about doing a reaction video for it because every time I watch it I cry. But I love this book. If you have not read this book, please go read it because it is amazing. And now we're going to get into the spoiler time. Even though I knew this was going to be sad, Will wanting to end his own life is one of the hardest things I've ever read in my entire life, even though I understand why he wanted to and whatnot. And I love how even though he was in love with Louisa and she was in love with him and she could make him happy for a time, that he still didn't let that guilt him into being alive, and pretty much just probably ending up still unhappy of being in a wheelchair and not being able to give Louisa what she needed in life and what she deserved in life. And I just really enjoyed that, and I'm excited to read the sequel because I want to know what happens to Louisa after. I like the epilogue ending where she's in Paris and whatnot, and I hate Louisa's family. I like her dad and her grandpa. I liked her sister at parts for the most time. I hated her. Why does she feel entitled to get everything? I know she has a kid, but I didn't like Trina, or Trine, or Katerina, or whatever they're calling her. She had 2 different nicknames, but did not like her, and I felt like her mom was really judgmental towards Louisa. At the end, when she told her mom and dad what Will was doing and that she supported him to do it, she was like, "You're not coming back in my house." Why? He's unhappy, and it's probably not the greatest thing in the world, and yes, how can you agree to let your child do that, but how can you also agree to let your child go on living if they're so unhappy and they've already tried to kill themselves once? And I hate her family. I like her dad enough, even though he's kind of judgmental too, and then Patrick's a douchebag, telling the media about Will and what he's doing, and Will's a douchebag. Not Will. Well, Will is kind of a douchebag, but you love him. But Patrick's a douchebag, and ugh. And I don't know what else to say. This is just a fantastic book. Nathan, I really, really love Nathan's character, even though he's a minor character in this story. I love Nathan's character. I love how in the book he says, I want him to live, but only if he wants to live. And that's the thing, I think that's kind of the mindset you should have with somebody who has that problems, or has a problem like Will's. And like, if they want to, and they're like, you know, wanting to go to this place to, you know, like be euthanized pretty much, is to think, if they want to live, then I want them to live. But if he's unhappy, and he's so unhappy that he can't ever see himself living past this point, then that's what he should want, and that's what he should do. I really, really appreciate Nathan's character and all that, and this book is phenomenal. Will's parents, you don't see much of his dad. You get like one chapter in his dad's like perspective, which I think getting those chapters with Will's dad's perspective and Will's mom's perspective is great, because you get to see inside the mind of the parents and how they're feeling. And yeah, and you know, Will's dad cheats on his mom, but what do you expect? It's a high-class family. But this book is just so amazing, and I love it so much. And it was a little slow for me in the beginning, but I ended up loving it. So yeah, so that is all for this video. Comment down below what you liked about this book, if you liked it, and if you didn't like it, comment down below what you didn't like about it, and all that. And who's excited for the movie, because I am. And comment down below if I should do like another trailer reaction to Me Before You. Even though I've watched the trailer like 20 times, I still react the same every single time. Comment down below if I should do that. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope you have a great day, and so yeah, bye.